Job Passion versus Job Incentive was created by Ellie Cowden. The United States values the act of working. The concept of a strong work ethic is a defining element of the American character. Although many people understand what the concept of work involves, most do not know whether one benefits more from doing a job that they love or by doing one that involves more pay. Thus, this presentation will explore whether job passion or job incentive is key to meaningful work and a stronger work ethic. This question was prompted by Richard Nixon's address to the nation on Labor Day speech and Andrew Camus's Myth of Sisyphus. These two documents focus on the idea of meaningful work and how they in turn affect work ethic. While it is true that incentive is an important aspect of a job, research has proven that passion is the main influence on meaningful work and promotes a stronger work ethic amongst workers. The level of satisfaction of one's work differs for everyone. As pictured here, Michael F. Stanger is an associate's professor in psychology and applied social psychology programs at Colorado State University. Stanger categorizes meaningful work as a strong predictor of desirable work attitudes like job satisfaction. Thus, if one believes that their work is meaningful, then they will feel more fulfilled in their workplace and more productive. Teachers exhibit a great deal of passion and find their work quite meaningful, even though they do not receive as much pay as, say, a director of sales and marketing. According to the United States average salaries and expenditures, the average pay for an elementary school teacher is $48,600, whereas the average pay for a director of sales and marketing is $82,200 per year. Although an educator receives significantly less pay than a director of sales and marketing, CNBC News states that a director of sales and marketing is rated as number 2 on an extensive opinionated list of the most hated jobs in America, whereas a teacher, according to Forbes magazines, is rated number 6 as one of the happiest jobs in America on a similar list. Thus, a teacher on average experiences more satisfaction in the workplace than a director of sales and marketing, even though the pay is less. Teresa Amble, a professor at Harvard Business School, explains that workers perform better when they are happily engaged in what they do. Since teachers are proven to be happier in their jobs than a director of sales and marketing, they have a stronger work ethic as well, because teaching is their passion. However, certain individuals believe that being a teacher, for example, is not worth the extra work if the incentive is quite minimal, even though their work ethic, job satisfaction, and productivity may be quite strong. To put it simply, for a teacher, educating is their passion. While making a living is important, it's not necessarily the only choice one should consider when choosing a career path. If the satisfied teacher chose to be a director of sales and marketing for the financial incentive, they may not feel as though their work is meaningful. Nor may the educator be nearly as productive in an office setting as they would be in a classroom. Furthermore, there are other ways for a worker to be happy in their job, even though it might not be their career passion. For example, one may desire a job that involves shorter work hours so they can be at home with their family. The work ethic and sense of meaning in this job would still be quite strong for this individual, although they would experience a more limited work time period, because some of the time others devote to their career, these people would still spend with their family. On the other hand, money can be one's passion. A power-hungry businessman might find that working and making a large quantity of money is their goal in life. A worker in this mindset would have had to work very hard to earn this high paycheck, and thus would have developed a strong work ethic. This is why many businessmen may be referred to as a workaholic, due to their desire for money and success, which becomes their passion and makes their job meaningful. Many workers today may feel as though their work is not meaningful. The myth of Sisyphus is an excellent example of meaningless labor. The gods punished a man named Sisyphus for stealing their secrets and sentenced him to eternal and futile labor in the underworld. His punishment was to ceaselessly roll a rock to the top of a mountain, and when it reached the top, it would fall right back down to the bottom of the same hill. The gods had believed that there was nothing more dreadful than futile and hopeless labor. Although he worked very hard to roll the stone initially, Sisyphus over time lost any hope to succeed, lost interest, and the job became meaningless. His His work ethic suffered because he was certainly not passionate about his job. For individuals who have been sentenced to continuously do the same hopeless labor for the wrong reasons, it may be just as bad as being in an unending career with no sense of passion for the employee. In this case, the extra money in the paycheck may not be worth the extra effort for that individual. This man, for example, looks as though he's overworked and unenthused about his career path. He probably chose this job based on the financial incentive rather than a career that he was passionate about. Passion for one's job is a very important component of a strong work ethic for those in the working population, which can lead to a high productivity in our society. As the 37th President of the United States, Richard Nixon, said in his address to the nation on Labor Day speech, "Job satisfaction is the key to quality of work." Nixon stated that in order to have a strong work ethic, one must be passionate and satisfied with their chosen career. No one should work a job that they hate. A way in which one can find a job that involves their passion is if they decide what their passion is sooner in life. If placement officers were trained to recognize the passions of young adults, then they could efficiently place these clients in careers that they best suit their passions. Currently, there are systems such as the job match system from New Hampshire University, which has been created to help people find their desired career paths. However, this system and others like it need to be more well known throughout the United States so that they can help people be guided into a job that utilizes both their skills and their passions. Working is important to the vast majority of Americans. However, many citizens don't realize that by doing a job that involves their passions, they are both helping themselves and bettering society. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. How did you handle differing perspectives in order to reach a conclusion?
I think that the main thing was that some people, like I said, their goals and passions are very different. So like one that really desires that money may want to go into a job that involves a high paycheck, whereas somebody who wants to be a teacher, for example, they would not care as much about the incentive. So I think that was pretty important.
Okay, thank you.
What additional questions emerged in the course of your research, and why did you choose? Why were those questions important, or why did you choose not to use them?
Not to use the questions?
Yeah, if that were the case.
I would say that a big one was like over time, how long would they be satisfied in that career? Because like some people decide to be a teacher, for example, but then in 10 years they might not find as though that is their passion anymore. And I didn't use that question because it kind of got off topic and it was too long for my presentation.
Okay, thank you.